Now, today's message that I have for you guys is very important. It's about, we know about the power of the tongue, but today's message is about controlling your tongue and the way that we should speak to others. YAHUAH. Controlling the tongue. And here's a list of some scriptures I got for you today. Of course, as always, YAHUAH.top. Search that on your browser, completely free. All right, Yaqub, or James, chapter 3, verse 1, it is written, "Dear brothers and sisters, not many of you should become teachers in the Kadash assembly, for we who teach will be judged more strictly. Indeed, we all make many mistakes. All of us make many mistakes. For if we could control our tongues, we would be perfect and could also control ourselves in every other way. We can make a large horse go wherever we want by means of a small bit in its mouth, and a small rudder makes a huge ship turn wherever the pilot goes to, a huge ship turn wherever the pilot chooses to go, even though the winds are strong. In the same way, the tongue is a small member of the body that makes grand speeches, but a tiny spark can set a great forest on fire. The tongue is like a fire. It is a world of evil among the parts of our body. It spreads its evil through our whole body and starts a fire that influences all of life. It gets this fire from the eternal furnace of fire." You see, we all make mistakes, but if we could control our tongues, we would be perfect and could also control ourselves in every other way. The tongue is like a fire. It is a world of evil among the parts of our body. It spreads its evil through our whole body and starts a fire that influences all of life. All of it. It gets this fire from the eternal furnace of fire. People can tame all kinds of animals, birds, reptiles, and fish, but no one can tame the tongue. It is restless and evil, full of deadly poison. Sometimes you use it to yada or to praise Abba Yahuwah, and other times it curses those who have been made in the image of Yahuwah, and you certainly don't want to be cursing anyone. And so baraka and cursing come pouring out of the same mouth. Surely, my brothers and sisters, this is not right. Does a spring of water bubble out with both fresh water and bitter water? Does a fig tree produce olives, or grapevines produce figs? No, and you cannot draw fresh water from a salty spring. YAHUAH. Mashayim, Proverbs 13. A wise child accepts the discipline of his parents. A mocker refuses to listen to correction. Wise words will win you a good meal, but treacherous people have an appetite for violence. Those who control their tongue will have a long life. Opening your mouth can ruin everything. You see, those who control their tongue will have a long life, but opening your mouth can ruin everything. Sometimes it's better to be silent and be thought a fool than to open your mouth and remove all doubt. Mashayim, Proverbs 15. A gentle answer deflects anger, but harsh words make tempers flare. You see, when you're getting in a disagreement with someone, it's always best to just give them a gentle answer. It'll deflect their anger. But if you say something harsh, it's pretty likely that they're gonna get upset, and that's how we end up in fights and whatever else. The tongue of the wise makes knowledge appealing, but the mouth of a fool belches out foolishness. For YAHUAH is watching everywhere, keeping his eye on both the evil and the good. Gentle words are a tree of life, but a deceitful tongue crushes the spirit. So a deceitful tongue will crush your spirit. But if you use gentle words, it will be a tree of life. And always remember that Yahuwah is watching everywhere and everything. Mashem, Proverbs chapter 17. Foolish children bring grief to their father, and bitterness to the one who gave them birth. It is wrong to punish the righteous for being good, or to flog leaders for being honest. A truly wise person uses few words. A person with understanding is even-tempered. Even fools are counted to be wise when they keep silent. With their mouths shut, they seem intelligent. You see, you can even be a fool but seem wise by just being quiet in the right moments. Use your discernment. You should be slow to speak. Mashem, Proverbs 18. Spouting off before listening to the facts is both shameful and foolish. The spirit of a man can endure a sick body, but who can bear a crushed spirit? Intelligent people are always ready to learn. Their ears are open for knowledge. Giving a gift can open doors. It gives access to important people. The first to speak in court sounds right until the cross-examination begins. You see, the first person in the court immediately is going to sound right to everybody because there hasn't been any other perspectives given yet. And once that cross-examination begins, now we see some mistakes. Now we see some inconsistencies. Flipping a coin can end arguments. It settles disputes between powerful opponents. An offended friend is harder to win back than a fortified city. Arguments separate friends like a gate locked with bars. Wise words satisfy like a good meal. The right words bring satisfaction. The tongue can bring death or life to those. Let me read that again. The tongue can bring death or life. Those who love to talk will reap the consequences. See that? The tongue can bring death or life. Those who love to talk will reap the consequences. So, out here gossiping and just rambling on idle words for no reason, there's going to be consequences. You're going to have to give an account for that. Mashem, Proverbs 21. Whoever pursues righteousness and unfailing love will find life, righteousness, and honor. The wise conquer the city of the strong and level the fortress in which they trust. Watch your tongue and keep your mouth shut, and you will stay out of trouble. Mockers are proud and haughty. They act with boundless arrogance. So watch your tongue and keep your mouth shut, and you will stay out of trouble. Here in America, we have a saying, I plead the fifth. I'm going to stay silent on this one. I'm not going to say anything that's going to get me in trouble. I'm just going to be quiet. Toda Rabbah Yahuwah. Tahalim, or Psalm 141. O Yahuwah, I am calling to you. Please hurry. Listen when I cry to you for help. Accept my prayers as incense offered to you, and the lifting up of my hands as an evening sacrifice. Take control of what I say, O Yahuwah, and guard my lips. Do not let me drift toward evil or take part in acts of wickedness. Do not let me share in the delicacies of those who do wrong. Let the righteous strike me. It will be a kindness. If they correct me, it is soothing medicine. Do not let me refuse it, but I pray constantly against the wicked and their deeds. When their leaders are thrown down from a cliff, the wicked will listen to my words and find them true. Like rocks brought up by a plow, bones of the wicked will lie scattered without burial. I look to you for help, O YAHUAH Sabaoth. You are my refuge. Do not let them kill me. Keep me from the traps they have set for me, from the snares of those who do wrong. Let the wicked fall into their own nets, but let me escape. Take control of what I say, O YAHUAH, and guard my lips. Guard them. Todah Rabba YAHUAH. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 29. Do not use unpleasant or abusive language. Let everything you say be good and helpful, so that your words will be an encouragement to those who hear them. So you don't need to be speaking unpleasant things. And I mean, I don't really think I need to explain to you what unpleasant is. Yeah, you should just know that. If you're speaking unpleasantly to someone, you're gonna know it. If you're speaking abusively to someone, you're gonna know it, and you should stop. Jacob, or James, chapter 1. Understand this, my dear brothers and sisters, here it is. You must all be quick to listen, and slow to speak, and slow to get angry. Man's anger does not produce the righteousness YAHUAH desires. So get rid of all the filth and evil in your lives, and humbly accept the debar YAHUAH has planted in your hearts, for it has the power to save your souls. But do not just listen to the debar of YAHUAH. You must do what the debar says, otherwise you are only fooling yourselves. For if you listen to the debar and do not obey, it is like glancing at your face in a mirror. You see yourself, walk away, and forget what you look like. But if you look carefully into the perfect law that sets you free, and if you do what it says and do not forget what you heard, then YAHUAH will barak you for doing it. If you claim to be religious, if you claim to be a believer, but do not control your tongue, you are fooling yourself. And your religion, your beliefs, your amunah is worthless. Control your tongue. Todah Rabba YAHUAH. First Kapha, or Peter, chapter 3. Finally, all of you should be of one mind. Sympathize with each other. Love each other as brothers and sisters. Be tender-hearted and keep a humble attitude. Do not repay evil for evil. Do not retaliate with insults when people insult you. What good does that do? You know, two wrongs don't make a right. You know, if someone's insulting you, making fun of what you believe, calling you ugly, who knows, whatever it is, and you just tell them, you know what, I love you, they're going to stop right in their tracks and have no idea what to even say to you. Instead, pay them back with a barakah. That is what YAHUAH has called you to do, and YAHUAH will grant you his barakah. For the scriptures say, if you want to enjoy life and see many happy days, keep your tongue from speaking evil and your lips from telling lies. That's one of the most important things there. You don't want to be telling lies. You're going to have to answer for that. For the scriptures say, if you want to enjoy life and see many happy days, keep your tongue from speaking evil and your lips from telling lies. Turn away from evil and do good. Search for shalom, search for peace, and work to maintain it. And finally, I have Matat Yahu, chapter 12. This is Yahusha speaking. And he says, whoever is not with me is against me, and whoever does not gather with me scatters. And so I tell you, every kind of sin and slander can be forgiven, but blasphemy against the Ruach will not be forgiven. Anyone who speaks a word against the son of Adam will be forgiven, but anyone who speaks against the Ruach Kadash will not be forgiven, either in this age or in the age to come. So that shows how important it is to watch the way you're speaking. Make a tree good, and its fruits will be good, or make a tree bad, and its fruit will be bad. For a tree is recognized by its fruit. You brood of vipers, how can you who are evil say anything good? For out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. A good man brings good things out of the good stored up in him, and an evil man brings evil things out of the evil stored up in him. But I tell you that everyone will have to give an account on the day of judgment for every empty word they have spoken, for every empty idle word they have spoken. For by your words you will be acquitted, you will be forgiven, and by your words you will be condemned. You must always be controlling your tongue and have control over what you say. Tuda Rabbi YAHUAH, the power of the tongue, controlling the tongue is so important. You must watch what you say. And that, my brothers and my sisters, is what I have for you today. Tuda Rabbi YAHUAH Sebaot.
That was a very, very great and important message, Brother Robert. We have to control the tongue. And this is what I will say. If we can control our tongues, we would be perfect in every way. The tongue is like a fire. It is a world of evil and spreads through our whole body. So learn to control and tame it, and all will go well for you. Then you will live a long life. Sometimes it's better to stay silent than to speak and be regarded as an utter fool, ruining everything. For YAHUAH is watching everywhere and everything. The tongue can bring death or life. Those who love to talk will reap the consequences. Whoever pursues righteousness and unfailing love will find life. So watch your tongue, keep your mouth shut, and you will stay out of trouble. If you claim to be religious, but do not control your tongue, your belief and your emunah is worthless and a lie. So instead of letting your tongue set your world on fire, lift up your hands and give Tudah, thanks to YAHUAH in all things. Tudah Rabba YAHUAH Sabaoth Bahasham Yahushua Mashiach.
This tongue is what controls your life. Yes. And that is why YAHUAH taught us on the power of our words. YAHUAH created the whole Shamayim, the Shamayim which they translate to heaven, and this Arat which they translate to earth, with his words. With his words. Your words is your words are your ability to create things in the realm of the Ruach, which is the realm of the Spirit. So, if you are not using it to do the right thing, in return, that same tongue can be what will destroy your whole life, your whole body, can destroy your generation. That is it. Just like the last scripture Brother Robert read, he said, through your words, you will be justified, and through your words also, you will be condemned. Through your words, these words can save you, and these same words that will come out of your mouth can kill you also. That's what it means. So, as a Kadash servant, Kadash children of YAHUAH, or you are just coming into the path of truth, make sure you understand that this mouth is what controls your body. This is what the mouth is, what you use in seeking from YAHUAH. It's the mouth. It comes out. So understand that without you putting your words in the right place and use your words wrongly, it will be the destroying factor for your life. These same words.